Hello friends, this is Sukhwant Singh. At times when we see our friends settling down, few of us become a little worried and also depressed. Today's message is for those who do so. Everything has its own sweet time. Yes, few will settle down quicker than us, but that doesn't mean that you do not have the potential to settle down like your friends. It is said patience is bitter, but its fruits are always sweet. Once there was a boy who was a little depressed because almost all his classmates had got settled and he was the one who was left out. He went into the deep forest and was lost in his thoughts and was not in a good mood. Then he came across a wise man over there. The wise man looked at him and asked him about how his life was going. The boy shared his problem with this wise man. He said, I really feel bad. I even at times think of taking certain drastic steps because I find that uh, I'm not as well settled as my friends are. And to this, the wise man said, come along with me to my little house in the forest. And then he goes there, and the man takes him to his fields and shows him the field. He says, look here. Few years before, I had planted, I had sown the fern and the bamboo in the same field. I looked after them in the same way. God provided the same light to them. They were growing on the same land. But yet, the fern grew immediately. It spread its lush green leaves all around, but nothing came out of it. On the other hand, the bamboo didn't show up at all. But then he said he didn't give it up. He kept on watering both fern and the bamboo in the same way. Another year went by. The fern had become richer in its greenery, but yet it still remained simple fern. On the other hand, the bamboo tree had still not shown up. Likewise, he said, 5 years went on without the bamboo coming up. But then in the fifth year, all of a sudden, the bamboo tree started showing up. Its shoots came out, and then within few days, few months, it grew to the height of 80 feet. And the fern remained on the ground itself. So all these 5 years, the bamboo tree was spreading its roots down below to grow so tall. This wise man tells the boy that if in 5 years, if the growth of the bamboo was not being visible, it doesn't mean that it wasn't growing. At times, the growth that takes place within is not showing up. And when it shows, it grows like the bamboo. So this motivated the boy. And then very soon he too finds his place among the successful people and leads a good life. And he always remained indebted to this great advice given by this wise man in the forest. So I hope you take the message from this story and never get depressed. Everything has got its own time to come up. So look forward to your great successes which are there for you in future. Thank you so much.